Around here, them guns get the last word.
If you saw the news breakdown that I did a couple of days ago, you would have saw me talking about this hand statue and what does it mean. After doing a little bit of research and also getting help from some of you guys on Twitter, you guys sent me your ideas, thank you for that. Before we talk about this hand and what it actually means, why is it here in New York City? I also just want to talk about some of the other things that are shown in this clip. When we saw this clip with Jack, it was very dark. You could barely see anything. This time, the sun is very bright in the sky. It looked like it's going down. You can see the statue of Leroy Smith and his dog so much better. Another thing that I spotted in this trailer was a billboard that has Polish lettering on it. I was able to translate the second word. It means blacksmith. The first word, I do not know what it means. And if you combine them, maybe the meaning is different altogether. If you're able to understand and read Polish, please let me know what this means down below. Maybe it's some kind of hint to what Lita's role will be in Tekken 8. Let's turn our attention to this hand statue because this is something that I think has a lot of importance and it goes a very long way. The first instance of a hand statue we see that I know of in Tekken is in Tekken 6. Jin's boss stage. There's a hand statue which is one Devil Jin's hands that holds kind of a holographic earth. The question now is, why is Jin having a hand statue in Tekken 6 as in Tekken 8 Kazuya is copying that? But this is something that I see people bring up all the time. Jin and Kazuya say they hate each other. They're sworn enemies destined to throw one another off a cliff. Yet, they copy each other all the time. Jin in his rage art is saying Doya or Doria, something similar to what Kazuya says. Why is he repeating the same word? Even if you look at the way that they dress, both wearing gauntlets, both doing their hair similar ways, they say they hate each other, but they copy each other every step of the way. The only thing that I could think of that is connecting them and also influencing them to be the same is the Devil Jin. The Devil Jin we know has a special link, a special bond. Azel grows stronger each and every day because he's connected to those two. I also think that the Devil Jin is motivating them, influencing them. This is probably why, even though they hate each other, they are subconsciously copying each other. Another example that I want to give is this hand statue, this hand monument behind Jin Kazama. This is the only depiction that has chains on it. All of the other hands, there's no chains involved. This one, there is big chains. One goes left, one goes right. But if you look under Jin Kazama's elbow, there's a chain that goes in the actual ground. And I'm thinking maybe all of these chains go in the ground. And that's kind of a way of anchoring down this hand. A lot of people interpret this hand as Jin Kazama's soul, his persona, something related to Jin. And these chains are holding him down from rising up. And I don't know if it's rising up and touching this globe, what will happen, or if it's just rising up, period. Maybe as the hand goes up, you will see an arm, you will see a body, and you eventually will see Jin's whole body. These are just ideas, these are just theories, but it kind of makes sense when you think about the Devil Jin weighing these characters down. A lot of people theorize that Jin Kazama will also be helping Jin break free from the Devil Jin. It would kind of make sense because ever since Tekken 3 all the way up until Tekken 7, Jin was not able to do it by himself. And if you look at Tekken 8, it kind of seems like he's done it. He's finally broken free of Devil Jin. He could turn it on and off, power up, power down at will. And the only thing that's changed since then from Tekken 7 is the return of Jin Kazama. Now if we go back to this hand located in the New York stage and we try to figure out why is it here? Why is it here in Times Square? One answer to that is that this is one of the biggest tourist attractions in the world, and for Kazuya to put this statue here for everyone to see will showcase that he is in total control of the globe. There is no better way to stake your territory than to drop something like this in New York City. But also too, I think this is the reason why they're probably fighting in New York City. The fact that he's staking his territory here, once Jin Kazama does break free of the Devil Gene and he masters it, he shows up to New York City to challenge Kazuya, to face him, draw him out. And this is when Kazuya shows up and goes crazy. He's tearing up stuff, he's terrorizing, he's really letting loose because his final hurdle, his final opponent has emerged, Jin Kazama. I think this statue is not only acting as a beacon, but also acting as a flagpole, saying, who will challenge me? Two more things that I want to talk about in this video. One of them is the second depiction of a hand holding a spear. Those two depictions is one of Devil Jin is in his ending and he's holding Azel's spear and he's looking directly into it. Another one is Zafina doing the same thing. You can see her hand holding his spear looking directly into it. I think this is another instance hinting at the Devil Gene sort of being a factor that is driving all of these characters, all of these plots, and it goes back to what Jin Kazama said about getting rid of it. As we get more trailers and information about Tekken 8, I'm going to keep an eye out for any other clues or hints that gives us more of an explanation as to what this all means. Hands holding globes, spears. How's it connected to the Devil Gene, Jin Kazama, and Kazuya? In this video, that is just what I want to talk about and also touch on. But with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.